What's up, guys? Keith All here, coming back at you with another eBay low-end card sales recap video. Today, I know my layout looks a little different. It's not your typical background. That's okay, because today we're actually just going to pull the orders. And since I use my phone to record, I'll use my handy-dandy little notepad, little sticky note here that I make. And I do this with most of my sales, and I just put them in a little box just to, I don't know, maybe look back on or whatever, but it also helps me all my videos. Even when I'm on the table, I use a little notepad and I'll have the prices and everything below me just for a recap so I can skim through it. So we start out today's video and we'll just pull the orders as we go from my box. I did share a video on this box before. You have to go back and watch that one. The table here and the box have all my cards that are listed. Most of my inventory is over here to be listed or sorted out. I've shared that as well. It's a table full of stuff. There's inventory over here. There's inventory over there, there. Everywhere you look, there's inventory. That's how it goes when you're collecting cards. It just keeps on building. Either way, and I know I'm not the only one. The systems work well for now. I've adapted to this system, and it started out with a 2-row box. Tell you where I came from, where I'm at now. It started out with a 2-row box, dividers per sport. So football, baseball, basketball, golf, everything you can name was in a 2-row box with a little divider, different colors. And that system worked pretty well for a while. Started growing, moved my store up, and moved my listings up. So I moved over to this 4-row. And since I have mainly baseball and football listings with other stuff sprinkled in, I decided to do a 4-row with baseball and football. All of them are organized. So National League, American League for baseball in the division order. I think they're in alphabetical order actually on the divisions as well. But by the team logo, it helps me a ton to pull my orders. It's quick and easy. I'll show you in just a second. American League, same way. East, Central, West. Football, AFC, NFC by division. The 4 divisions per each one in football, but easy layout, easy for me to get to the teams. And this is how I sort cards when I'm doing the sorts. I actually do them by division, and it's the way I've been doing it since I was a kid. Anyways, we're going to go ahead and get to our first card on the notepad here. We got a 2022 Panini Prism base rookie card of Bobby Witt Jr. And we'll go ahead and go to, if you're wondering what these card savers are for, they actually, they're not foolproof. They don't work all the time, but they hold the weight of the cards I move over as I'm getting to the team. I mean, they don't have a long way to fall, but, just a little extra support works pretty well. Here we are with Kansas City. We can pull up. I'll just pull out all of the cards here for KC. And, sorry, there we go. Kansas City's up. Second card, Bobby Witt Jr. I just listed these. Obviously, with the season starting, I was like, hey, let's get some of the big players listed. And there's some more Witt Jr. that's finest. Either way, this one sold for $2.99. So a good price on that one, considering it's a Panini Prism, which doesn't have logos. Now, Prism is a pretty nice brand, but without the logos, that cuts your value a little bit. Obviously, if this was a Topps Chrome rookie, you get a little bit more for a base. Either way, pretty good. Him batting. Prism logos, rookie card logos, pretty cool. I do like those, but other than that, not a lot happening with it without the logos for the team. Either way, I got $2.99 out of it, so I'm happy with that. And we'll just put KC back. And just push all the stuff back on the inventory side. There we go. All right. So first card picked. Second one up, we have back to my list here. We have a 2024 Top Stadium Club pink parallel of Adley Rushman. So Adley sold. He'd been listed for a while. I think a few months now. Go to the Orioles. Here we go. Let's pull these up. Adley sold mainly because opening day he hit. I'm pretty sure he hit 2 home runs yesterday. So when he hit 2 home runs, lo and behold, card sales. There's a pink Gunner. There's your pink Adley. So that one sold for $199. So yes, when performance matches up, cards sell. That's pretty much how that goes. Performance is down, cards don't sell. Very much like a stock market scenario with cards are the same way. Guy goes off. Obviously, Adley's a pretty good catcher. But anyway, so his cards are going to sell decently anyways. But if it was a different guy, no-name guy, and he popped off for 3 home runs, you got some of his cards listed, most of the time you're going to see those sales. Next one up, we have a 2023 Panini Chronicles WWE Spectra Silver Wave Prism of Tiffy Time Tiffany Stratton. This one sold for $12.99. Now, this is WWE, so I'm going down here. Since this one's I think typically around the $10 and over range on cards, I usually leave them in top loads. So I have a whole drawer here full of top loaded cards. And these blaster boxes are to hold them in place. So different sports. We have football over here, baseball, random stuff. We had some auction stuff in the corner. This is all the wrestling, and then this is basketball and miscellaneous. So top loaded wrestling here. We'll move this off so it doesn't fall. This cabinet works great because these little drawers just pull right out. So, all right, we'll go through our wrestling cards we have listed that are top loaded. Some Tiffy rookies, Road Dog number. Here we go. Let's see what we're looking for. Let's put these back. And this card's been listed for a while, and obviously she's the champ going into WrestleMania, so she's been very popular. Nice looking card for Spectra. It's a silver wave. This one sold for $12.99. I figured I had an Orbest offer on it, but buyer wanted this card, so $12.99 it is, and out the door. Definitely take those sales. That one also, by the way, is not numbered or anything. I actually thought it might be numbered when I ripped it, but it's not. I think I also hit a Shawn Michaels like this one. So Chronicles Wrestling is a pretty cool product. And the last card of this Friday for me, going into the weekend. Hopefully we have a better weekend this weekend. We'll get you another recap video. Last card is a 2024 Topps Chrome Football refractor rookie auto of Eric All. So got this one out of one of my Chrome blasters, and I think I hit 2 cards in that one. I think there was a relic card as well. He looks like he plays for the Browns on the card, but he actually plays for the Bengals. So we're going to go find the Bengals. I don't think I have many listed for the Bengals. See if I have it in here. I do. So that one sold for $5.99. Nice looking card. I mean, like I said, you would think he plays for the Browns with the helmet, but either way, pretty cool for a Chrome blaster to get auto. I'm not very familiar with the player, but either way, $5.99 on that one. So that's it. That's all. For wondering here, you see these cards that are sideways. These are in processing, I guess you would say. So these cards pics have been taken in the light box, and I've moved them over to list. What I usually do is I'll list. I don't do any of the apps or anything. I might do eBay or eBay bulk edit listing or whatever, but typically I just run through and list a lot of times one by one, depending on what I got going on for the day. And these stacks that are sideways make their way to the team. So that's how that works. That's why they're here. I have picks ready to go. Once I get them done and listed, I'll move them over, typically at the end of the day or just whenever I'm doing it. That's how that whole process works. So either way, thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate all the support. Like and subscribe if you dig. If you want more low-end recap videos like this where I'm actually pulling the orders, let me know. I can do that. I figured I'd switch it up and change the format today. So thank you guys and take care.